It's Friday, March 1. In the headlines, Minister Everald Warmington resigns from Cabinet. Regionally, Dr. Keith Rowley on Agri business opportunities in Guyana and Suriname. And in sports, sprint sensation Sharika Jackson nominated for Laureus Sportswoman of the Year award. And in the world of cricket, CWI names squad for 2024 CG United Women's Super 50 Cup and T20 Blaze. This is the weekend news on PBC Jamaica. I'm Simone Absalom Gale. Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, Everald Warmington, has resigned from the cabinet. This after a video circulating on social media has him saying he would limit public funds and resources made available to the People's National Party's councillor-elect in his constituency. Mr. Warmington made the controversial remarks while speaking to Jamaica Labour Party supporters in his St. Catherine Southwest constituency following Monday's local government elections. He subsequently apologized. However, Prime Minister Andrew Holness followed up with a statement Thursday afternoon, noting that Mr. Warmington submitted his resignation following a meeting earlier in the day. $1 billion has been earmarked for a national community development initiative. The project, dubbed Integrated Community Development Project 2, being implemented by the Jamaica Social Investment Fund, seeks to enhance access to basic urban infrastructure and services and contribute towards increased community safety in selected economically vulnerable and socially volatile communities in Jamaica. The records within the 2024-2025 estimates of expenditure says the funds will be used to commence and complete infrastructure projects in Norwood, Salt Spring and Anchovy, St. James, and August Town in St. Andrew. Achievements under the project up to December 2023 include the provision of support for 14 summer camps, rehabilitation of primary schools in Treadlight, Clarendon, Leith, Hanover, and Salt Spring St. James, and completion of the Denham Town Police Station. The project, which falls under the Office of the Prime Minister, is slated to end in March 2026. Jamaicans are being urged not to tamper with nor steal fire hydrants. Fire hydrants play a crucial role in ensuring the safety of communities by providing readily accessible water for firefighting purposes. Jamaica Fire Brigade's Commissioner Stuart Beckford addressed the matter in a recent interview.
So fire hydrants is the lifeblood of our operation. Without them, we are really challenged to tackle fires or large fires that require a constant flow of water. We have seen a significant improvement in our hydrant network over the last 5 years, and this is as a result of infrastructure development across the country, and in particular in the Kingston and St. Andrew metropolitan area and St. Anne and some of these areas.
He says fire hydrants are often knocked down during vehicular accidents and also during construction.
We have seen instances where persons are doing construction at their home, so addition, and the truck would come with the whether it is the marl, the sand, whatever aggregate they are using, material they are using, and that will be dumped on the hydrant. So in an emergency, we won't have access to that hydrant.
Commissioner Beckford is encouraging Jamaicans to refrain from tampering with fire hydrants.
If we get to you and there's a working hydrant there, the likelihood of us saving your property would have increased exponentially. But if there's one there and it's not functioning, because maybe somebody would have tampered with it.
The JFB head is reminding Jamaicans that it is illegal to tamper with fire hydrants.
It's against the law to trespass and those fire hydrants. And so we want to encourage persons to desist from stealing them. We have seen instances where people steal the hydrants and so on.
For the news on PBCJ, I'm Danita Rodney.
Females 16 years and older who are residing in Jamaica are being encouraged to enter the National Cybersecurity Competition, the She Secures Jamaica competition. More in this report from Danita Rodney.
Scheduled to take place from March 20 to 24, the She Secures Jamaica competition, which is being organized by the Ministry of National Security in collaboration with the Organization of American States, OAS, is targeting females who have a keen interest in information technology and/or cybersecurity. In a bulletin issued by the Ministry of Education and Youth, it was stated that participants will utilize the cybersecurity learning platform Hydrants to access information and practice challenges in anticipation of the competition. Participating in this competition will offer all contestants an opportunity to access a worldwide network of recognized cybersecurity professionals, facilitating the exchange of knowledge and mentorship opportunities. Interested persons can join as a team with 2 members or individually by registering via the website shesecuresjamaica.hackrocks.com. The deadline for registration is March 18, 2024. Reporting for the news on PBCJ, I'm Danita Rodney.
In regional news, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley says there are viable agribusiness opportunities within the Caribbean community to ramp up food production in the region. Mahala Joseph Wharton has more.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley urged the Trinidad and Tobago business sector to seize agribusiness opportunities in Guyana and Suriname.
Because there are people from all over the world who are there getting land in Guyana and Suriname and taking the opportunities. And it was raised at CARICOM with the private sector representatives that there's a certain element of disappointment that we have not seen our own private sector taking the risk.
Dr. Rowley said Suriname has made approximately 3,000 acres of land available for CARICOM's private sector, but he said so far no one has seized the opportunity. He spoke about his experience visiting a cattle ranch during a tour in Guyana. Dr. Rowley said the beef produced there isn't imported to Trinidad and Tobago due to some policies, but he added that the time has come for those policies to be reviewed.
We need to review that to ensure that we are not depriving ourselves of certain benefits by holding on to dated operations. We will have to review that to see whether, in fact, once the USDA conditions are met, that Trinidad and Tobago should not exclude itself from those possibilities.
And though technical experts from this country may be against the move, even though Guyana has USDA clearance, Dr. Rowley had this to say.
I will point out as such a person that those Trinidad and Tobago farmers in the south of Trinidad who are operating illegal smuggling, which is always legal, of Venezuelan cattle into Trinidad, they provide a greater risk for foot and mouth than USDA certified beef from Guyana.
The Prime Minister said he would instruct the Ministry of Agriculture, Land and Fisheries to review both the smuggling of cattle and small ruminants on the south coast and the certification of Guyanese beef for the Trinidad and Tobago market. Mahalia Joseph Wharton, TTT News.
On Thursday, Guyana and Brazil held bilateral talks to explore opportunities for deeper collaboration across various sectors. We have more in this report.
The discussions, according to President Dr. Mohamed Irfan Ali, focused on infrastructure development, defense, food security, and climate change initiatives. He gave the update during a press briefing at the Arthur Chung Conference Center following his engagement with Brazil's President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva. At this briefing, both presidents emphasized the importance of private sector involvement.
In this regard, we have committed to putting together a government and private sector grouping that would go to Brazil in the second quarter of this year to showcase and to interact with the Brazilian government and private sector on ways in which we can collaborate to maximize the benefits that are available in Guyana and Brazil.
These collaborations have the potential to create significant economic benefits for both countries. Within the area of infrastructure development, the President said that enhancing connectivity is a key focus.
We have decided also that in relation to our infrastructure, we are going to work on the financial mechanism. We're going to put together a technical working group that will commence working immediately to develop a mechanism through which we can have the financing and mobilize financing for the deployment of investments on the various projects to link our two countries, especially the infrastructure link.
Work is already ongoing on a Linden to Lethem road, which will also connect Guyana to Brazil. In his remarks, President Lula also said that there are vast opportunities for investment in Guyana.
The winter tourism numbers are looking good, and the Barbados Hotel and Tourism Association says it's been a strong position over the years. Wendy Burke tells us the BHTA is forecasting even more growth for the industry and the association.
Tourism in Barbados is on the rebound. According to Chairman of the Barbados Hotel and Tourism Association, Renee Coppin, after one full year post-COVID, the numbers are looking good across all of their membership.
The unofficial start of winter is now November, and so we are pleased that in that month, arrivals ended up 40.4% up on the previous year and just 2% down on pre-pandemic levels for the same period in 2019. December performed even stronger, with arrivals that were 29.8 over 2022 numbers and 35.7 above 2019 numbers. Having now survived a full year post-COVID, I think we can cease our constant references to the year 2019 and say that Barbados is well on its way to recovery.
And while occupancy may have dipped here and there, generally they're returning to normal levels.
We ended October at 56.7%, or 7% above 2022 performance. November, December, and January occupancy numbers were 77.5, 72.2, and 73% respectively. And that represents 6, 7, and 8% declines over the same period in the previous years. However, we do need to adjust these figures, as I said earlier, for the increased supply that we now have on the market. That's now ramping up.
Chief Executive Officer Ryan Ford says interest in the association is also growing.
I'm pleased to report that we had our best membership growth within the last 5-year period of the BHTA, with 18 new members, mainly in the direct tourism sector, and also with the supporting members. And then we also know of the brand new Wyndham Grand Resort, Sam Lord's Castle. That was for 2023, but for 2024, we've already started at the same pace that we left off last year. This is great for the island as our association connects tourism stakeholders with supporting stakeholder partners to help grow, improve, and market the destination.
He adds for the last 2 months, they've been streamlining the BHTA's work and have been collaborating more with the Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc. Wendy Burke, CBC News.
In sports, we're out the blocks with athletics as Jamaican sprinter Sharika Jackson has been nominated for the prestigious Laureus Sports Woman of the Year award. The announcement was made by the Laureus World Sports Awards Committee this week. Jackson, who was also crowned Jamaica's Sportswoman of 2023, retained her World Athletics Championships Women's 200 meters title in Budapest, Hungary in August and won silver medals in the 100 meters and 4x100 meters relays as well. Over now to cricket. Cricket West Indies has confirmed the squads for the 6 regional teams participating in the 2024 CG United Women's Super 50 Cup and T20 Blaze. We have the details.
The CG United Super 50 Cup matches will be played at 3 venues in St. Kitts: Warner Park, the Connery Cricket Centre and St. Paul's Sports Complex from the 4th to the 25th of March, with the 50 over matches starting at 10 a.m. local time. The T20 Blaze will feature 5 full days of entertainment for fans from the 17th to the 25th of March at Warner Park. There will be 3 matches per day starting at 10 a.m., 2:30 p.m. and 7 p.m. Barbados are the defending champions in both the CG United Super 50 Cup and the T20 Blaze. Barbados and West Indies women's captain Hayley Matthews will miss the CG United Women's Super 50 Cup and the T20 Blaze, as she has been granted a no objection certificate to participate in the Women's Premier League in India. Fans can attend all the matches for free, and all matches will be streamed live with commentary on the West Indies Cricket YouTube channel. Full squad for the Trinidad and Tobago Red Force Divas is Brittany Cooper, captain, Steffi Sugrim, Krishma Ramharak, Dejenba Joseph, Kubiana Alexander, Chanel Sau, Samara Ramnath, Celine O'Neill, Shalini Samaru, Leanne Kirby, KD Jazz Mitchell, Kanisha Isaac, Shanice Pascal, and Brianna Haricharan. The head coach is Gibran Mohammed. Wayne Cunningham, TDT Sport.
And that's the news on PBCJ. Have a pleasant weekend.